Alright guys, here we go with a live look at Space Marine 2. We're checking out all things response related. Just gotta make sure the audio's gonna be more or less balanced, that I can see your comments, and yeah, we'll get right into it. And skip all of the cutscenes. I really don't care about the story, to be honest. I almost never do. So yeah, I will be making an impressions video as well, with a more kind of collected look at all things response, with a bit more editing, but here is the live impressions of what we have, as we'll see, and hello Mozingo, and yeah, please do, yeah. Just packed a different print for shipping, and yeah, like if you wanna buy something, yeah, I would happily pack yours. We have cool stuff. And I should also note I am playing this with more corpse mode and with the mod to make the button characters stay for longer. Permanently pretty much. It is always more fun, and apparently the guy who is working on that mod is also trying to get the blood decals to stay as well, so hopefully he will be successful. I very much hope so, yeah. Alright, yeah, so not too many long cutscenes, so Kian. Do you think the game is worth 40 euro? So tell you what, I'm like the last person to ask, because generally the whole fantasy theme is not my thing. I'm not, you know, if it wasn't for this channel, if I didn't get a whole bunch of requests for coverage of this game, I honestly wouldn't play it. So I'm not really the person to ask it. Like, there were, for example, I didn't actually enjoy Darktide. Got a whole bunch of shit at the time, but I did enjoy Darktide, I enjoyed Vermintide quite a bit, but this one, not feeling it. Personally, not feeling it. But you probably want to hear opinions of people who do like this kind of thing. But once again, to be fair, for what it does, it is a decently quality experience, it's not some half-assed broken mess. Which is important, of course. So, right away we can see, like, I think I really appreciate about this game is actually the finishers. And yeah, they are seriously nice. Like, so I think really the main strength gore-wise is the finishers and the mutilation on the big guys. Because, you know, on the small guys you really don't see much. But on the big ones you do see the heads coming off. And yeah. Also, I will be filming some footage for the impressions video. I need some clear showcase of how fast the bloodstains vanish. I need some horizontally cut in half characters. Now get them. And then anything else that may be of note. Those are always useful. That's what I think what they'll be fighting will be where can I see a stain being caused? In time it's vanishing and such. Here's one, okay, yeah. I think he's gonna be my stain demo. Alright. Which bloody sin was his? I'm not sure. Not sure actually even caused any stain, to be honest. How about you? Okay, so let's see. Do we have a stain caused now? Maybe some of this dripping perhaps, but yeah, like there is a bit of a stain causing issue. Acid bath, half sword? Oh, what's that?
What's our theoretical? A direct assault on the rear guard. Is that it? Doubt our ability, brother. Oh, son. Good.
But yeah, even if you have... Okay, so Mozingo. Even if you have the most fucked up mod imaginable for a video game, it's still just a... Yeah, you want. But okay, so I have seen that stain caused. Peace off, peace off, peace off. I'll be right with you, man. I'll be right with you. I just want to see the stain vanish. Damn it, damn it. Anyway, as I was saying, Mozingo, even if you have the most messed up mod for any game whatsoever, it's still a bloody video game and your channel should not be ever terminated for showcasing that. And I have seen some pretty messed up mods for games, so there was a guy who came on the channel's Discord and he's basically his whole Steam profile was mangled video game women. It was kinda messed up. Was definitely not just an enjoyment of response mechanics in games. Okay, yeah, so I think... Yeah, I think this thing was caused by this last guy. Oh, peace off, peace off. I need some stain cause and affecting. Alright, yeah, so I have this stain caused and I'll just wait for it to vanish for the impressions video. Probably about 20-30 seconds or so, I think. And hello, Marco. Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier in the stream, yeah, I'm not a fan of fantasy games in general, and that very much includes Warhammer as well. And yeah, like, they don't stick around for very long, which actually is a big issue I have with this game, because I think, you know, when you have a horde shooter, it's kind of rare for that game to impress you like with a great deal of detail in blood spilling or in body damage. Of course, there are exceptions. You know, like Left 4 Dead 2 at the time, like it still is pretty damn impressive with the body damage, but it is a horde shooter where you kill masses of characters, so that's making it doubly impressive. But anyway, the point is, like, in horde shooters, I don't expect to be impressed by body damage or by particularly detailed blood spilling, but an expectations I do have is Aftermath. I think it absolutely should have at least decent Aftermath, if not a major focus on it. I need him to heal me. Yeah, I believe he has. Sci-fi, fantasy, whatever, you get the idea, like, pretty much... I dig more or less realistic or realistic-ish settings. But once again, personal taste. Just not my thing, personally. So yeah, so as I was mentioning in the video I put up earlier today as well, there is a mod to get the bottom characters to stay as well, which I think is also quite important. I mean, you know, always found it a bit odd because, you know, kind of gets stained in blood and then it just, yeah, vanishes because whatever. I think, you know, like, once you're stained, you're stained. Unless it is raining, perhaps it can get washed away if you're taking a bit of a dip in some lake, ocean, it can get washed away, I suppose, but yeah, like, blood should stink.
Let us get to work.
And then apparently, cool guy, apparently there is a hard-coded limit, so even if you do push in the config for a limit of 999 bodies, you won't get it. You'll get like about 100 at best. Which is what I'm playing right now, pretty much, yeah. Still, way better than vanilla game, but yeah, like, Aftermath should just be something taken into account, in my opinion, from the very get-go. And as for those guys, I think they are quite annoying, but the finisher for them, as you've seen in the demo, I think it's like some boss flying, speeding guy. Anyway, as you've seen, the finishers in the demo are quite nice. They're basically ripping off their face, so hopefully we'll be having some extra face ripping because he is a damn bloody bullet spongy character. I'll put that to the test. Alright, as to Marco's question, what do I hope the most for response-wise in GTA 6? I'll tell you what, I actually know exactly what I hope for. I hope that they don't mess up the ability of people to make mods, basically. Because as you know, like, the base response mechanics in GTA 5 are quite good, but man, mods have been able to push it to really, like, massive heights. I'm hugely impressed by the GTA 5 mods. So my main hope for GTA 6 is don't screw up the damn it, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about this. Alright, yeah, so I think he's done. I think he's done with that specific attack. And yeah, the bots here, unlike Left 4 Dead, they're also like kind of useless, to be honest. But what can you do? At least they don't. So they don't. For the most part, they won't be making executions. So they let you have the pleasure, which is cool. I do appreciate. I do absolutely appreciate. I think I'm supposed to dodge when it arrives. Yeah. Yeah, so when it arrives I'm supposed to dodge. That's the way to yeah, so just gotta time it just right enough. Yeah. I can kind of get close enough. Yeah. Gotcha. He is my bitch now. Gotcha, yeah.
A fine gift from the forge.
So as I was saying, this kind of a character is actually the executions for him are quite nice. It is the face ripping, which, yeah, I will say, like, absolutely love the executions here. Gotta go in for the melee. Hopefully I'll have the Q option soon to get recharged on health. I'll be right with you guys. I'm trying to not die in this boss fight. Kind of close, there is a risk of that. So I'll be right with your questions very, very soon. I do appreciate the active chat. I really do, but this guy is spongy. Alright, here we go, yeah, here we go, yeah. Yeah, he's mine, he's mine. Alright, yeah, so his finisher. Do have a mega face ripping. Alright, yeah, so one thing I do actually absolutely have to say in the credit of this game is that the finishers for the boss fights are just awesome. So I have played earlier today, there was a different boss, also once again spongy MFer, annoying fight overall, but when it comes time to finish him, that finisher was just the animation was glorious. As you can see, the body damage. The body damage is basically, yeah, like I think I took some part off, I stabbed him with his own body, which is cool, but as you can see, like not much non-dismembering stuff, but what I have to say in its credit is that the boss finisher animations are seriously cool, and most games I played do not have this feature. I think maybe the Doom games had, yeah, they probably did. But most games, they just have like maybe the boss exploding at best. So yeah, so to its credit, absolutely awesome boss finishers. I do have to remember to mention it in the impressions, because it is something that everyone does. And gotta give credit where it is due. Alright, to your questions, so yeah, about alright, yeah, so as to Marco's question, I suppose the what he means about card damage is my hopes for card damage in GTA 5, I think. And I do actually have specific hopes for that, so basically, ideally, what I would really like to see is you kind of know how in Wreckfest you have a toggle between several card damage modes. So there is a realistic mode, there is more arcade mode for giving stuff, and anyway, the point is that you have realistic mode, where crashes have much more consequences. So kind of my biggest hope for GTA 5, which, to be realistic, ain't gonna be happening. But it would absolutely be sweet to have an option to just configure the card damage to, you know, it won't be like BeamNG style. BeamNG level of detail, but at least to have the car crashes be more consequential is what I mean. And once again, you do usually have mods for this, but then they add more vehicles and updates, and then you have like some vehicles do react to without the car damage, some don't, and so on. So yeah. Yeah, and I think I'll probably have my character be cleaned of blood now. Let's see, is my character clean of blood? Yeah. So as I was mentioning in today's video, when you do have a loading section, your character is clean with blood. Alright, mechanized enemies. Let's see what the hell is this. I actually have the butt poo appear below the severed limb. Huh. So I will say with the human characters, you actually the humanized characters, whatever the hell those are, dismemberment is actually more notable. Oh, for sure, yeah, because don't really see it quite as much with the alien-like guys, but you do see it with those. I mean, cool guy, I think the body damage here is underwhelming absolutely everywhere. But with the humanized characters, at least it is somewhat more noticeable. Because with the aliens, unless they're cut in half, it really doesn't have that much of an impact. I have no idea what the hell are those things, but I suppose there is a lore explanation.
Titus the captain after Akaran here. We were just attacked by the forces of chaos. You're certain?
Oh yeah, like pretty much any disassembly response is not something I am very much a fan of, personally.
Do you have loose? Negative.
Whether it is human enemies exploding into you, just
Get him out of there. Hurry.
a human Lego,
What are we waiting for?
or mechanized. I think I'll probably have my character be entirely clean again. Am I correct? Yeah. My character is clean once again.
Tyron, take a defensive position. We will cover. Tyron! He is in a rage. He's risking the entire mission. He is trapped over there. There are force fields covering the exits. They seem impervious to our weapons. Clearing the way. Reloading weapon.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Time to get up. Close one. I am up.
Yeah, like those finishers with the mechanized stuff are just not terribly exciting, to be honest.
Loading up. Have to reload.
And yeah, not sure what's up with the trend of turning class-based games into hero shooters, to be honest. But yeah, but I suppose like KF3 is probably gonna be enjoyable. I mentioned 2-bit does look decent from what I see, for the very least. So yeah, like I think probably should be enjoyable despite being a hero shooter.
Destroy that vile structure. Artifact destroyed. Look, the force fields are collapsing. Tyron, move through the exit. Brother, by the gates of Hera you must calm yourself. I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet.
Yeah, I will say, Marco, one thing I'm very much a fan of is right now we just have so much more of the... Yeah, so as I was saying, like, with those humanized characters, dismemberment is just way more noticeable than it is with the aliens. Because with the latter, if you don't cut them in half, you don't really feel like you severed much of anything. Just kind of like see some things laying around, but those, yeah, like limbs are very visibly flying around, and yeah, let's help Chiron. Yeah. Hope it didn't take me needing him too personally. Yeah, I suppose I might be, I might showcase the mechanized guys' executions, though they're not really interesting, in my opinion, in any way, to be honest. And how you usually don't worry, like, if you can make it, sweet. If you can't, like, not a problem. He's quite active on the channel's Discord, which is appreciated. He's a nice guy. Where am I supposed to go? Do I have like some staircase somewhere? No. Oh, yeah, we have something here. Yeah. And I can't cross it for whatever reason. I'm supposed to help him or something? Yeah, no idea. See, alright, so one thing that kind of drives me nuts in games is a thing like this, like a 5-year-old can climb over it and get over to the other bloody part of the level. But because he can't do it yet, I can't go out and help Chiron, I have to just kind of shoot him with this lame-ass rifle from a distance. Always drove me a bit nuts in games, to be honest. So do we have it finally open up? Can I finally cross? Not yet, not yet. Can go through here either, of course. And can go through here. I'm just supposed to do some target practice from here. Ah, yeah, so I had to wait for the cutscene. Yeah. Just video game things, I suppose. And Smoking Ninja, yeah, I have been largely following it. I have put up an upcoming Gore video about killing for 3 with some kind of other footage. And yeah, and hopefully it will be good. There are a few kind of concerning things over there, but overall it should be fun, I think. It looks like it's gonna be fun. I have to remember that during the Q mode I'm not unkillable. I'm still very much... Oh yeah, that was That was a mistake. By the way, can the humanized enemies be cut in half? I'm not sure. I'm very close to taking the room temperature challenge again. Yeah, so I haven't seen the new preview.
The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of chaos origin. It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it. And you're just gonna hand it over to Luke. Let it continue. These are my orders. It matters not. Kill them.
Yeah, so I come, I crash their party and do have to get away before they get me, because the bots here are kind of useless and the enemies are largely going after me. And I lost my armor, and yeah. Am I finished? Yeah, I think I might be finished, yeah. I'm dead. And thoughts on the upcoming Horde mod for Dead Island 2? Very much welcome, yeah, like... Looking forward to checking it out, yeah. So, yeah, I think the more game modes with replay value you have, frankly the better. And yeah, great on them for adding more stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be enjoying that. I'll be streaming it, of course. And yeah, it is a fun game. Definitely a very nice and pleasant surprise. Oh yeah, so you can actually cut them in half, horizontally. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure. To remember, I'm still vulnerable, but I can get some regained health using this thing.
This will serve you well.
And be my armor restoration. Here we go, yeah.
No victory for you here.
Yeah, so I think they were mentioning New Game Plus happening with this update as well. So yeah. But yeah, it is a fun game and I have enjoyed just roaming around and slaying zombies. It was awesome. Definitely a very, very pleasant surprise, and with a few quite minor issues in the body damage aspect, we have an amazing experience.
If it lives, then let us teach it of pain and death. It reeks of the wolf. Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out. Look, it drinks from us. Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
Right, so I'm supposed to stick around here, I think.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet
Alright, yeah, so let's look at the aftermath. So as you can see right now it is pretty clean, and I do have the more corpse mod. So it should be getting at least somewhat decent-ish aftermath, so yeah, let's check it out. Do need a bit of a armor recharge here. Alright. And how's it getting messed up?
Your treachery ends now.
Alright, well, somewhat. Initially we had some characters here, and yeah, we still have some characters here. But could have sworn there have been more, and yeah, so as I was mentioning, the problem was there probably were more characters there, and they're already vanished. Not sure if we even have 100 dead enemies at a time. Still, once again, messier than vanilla, but yeah, the aftermath aspect gives a lot to be desired. Could use some more nades. Yeah, so as I was mentioning, the finisher animations are quite nice, and in the case of the humanoid enemies or goats or whatever the hell that is, yeah, like you actually have blood puddles below severed body parts. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, you know, you won't have a response thing for every hit, but you will have a blood pool below severed body parts. That is just damn strange. Be my armor recharge, mate. Yeah.
No victory for you here. Heretic sorcerer. Changing magazine. Destroy the old.
So I think they got me stoned or something? Perhaps? Alright, yes, so I think pretty much everyone can agree there is absolutely no way that every single character from those hordes here stayed, but we have some remain, and yeah, like as I was saying earlier, Aftermath should have been a key feature in this game, or in any game where you kill masses of enemies. Just gotta be a part of the game design from the get-go, in my opinion. And hello, Pisson. Yeah, I think it was perhaps the end of that mission, I think. It's getting back to base, but yeah, like, I have seen some things I haven't seen before, so... I have seen butt pulls on some characters, on some of the... on some of the alien characters. But here you have, as you saw, like you had almost consistently blood pools below severed body parts, so that is quite something. But yeah, as I was saying, when you don't have response scenes for every impact, seeing a feature like that is kind of strange. And then, in the case of the more humanized enemies, you absolutely... dismemberment is much more noticeable. So that is, I think, nice. Alright, let's get right to the action. I think I'll do one more mission and I'll call it a night. It was a long day here on my end. Managed even to make a video on the more corpse mode. So yeah.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility. I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
Hope I can skip the cutscene. Can I skip the cutscene? Nah. We're gonna have to sit through it before we see any action.
You doubt my intentions. It is your actions I will judge.
So Ninja, I have no idea about Kenish. I don't think I've ever heard of it, to be honest. NLP guy, yeah, like, I'm not the person to ask about story because I really don't care about story pretty much in any game. With a few wild exceptions like the Robocop one. Like, I'm not even... I'm skipping every cutscene, to be honest. For me, a lack of cutscenes is a feature, not a bug, to be honest. As long as the gameplay loop is good, that you can play over and over again, like you can do in Tripang 2. That is basically what I personally am a fan of. But once again, to each their own. Yeah, like, to be honest, I don't care. And you know, there kind of was a story, there was this facility. There was some story, like, it wasn't nothing. There was something. But anyway, lack of story focus is, in my opinion, by no means a bug.
So do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a three-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay. We will not fail you. Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Best Gore game of 2024. What did we have? This series was pretty good. Yeah, nothing immediately stands out. There must have been something, I'm not... Yeah, so Half Sword is technically still not out, but yeah, like... Half sort of seems like it's gonna be basically Indie Dead Island 2 with some crazy good butt spinning. Like, guys, what they have cooking is seriously insane. Do stay tuned on Half Sword Gore. I think that the Gore patch for the demo is gonna blow us all away.
The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence. Also the arch enemy.
Also Obscurity, also technically not quite out, and yeah, Episode I have seen actually that there is a Madness game by the guy who made PPG, and yeah, I will be checking it out, absolutely. Not much time on my end nowadays, but yeah, I will be checking it out. Wait, NLP, they are working on a new Dead Island? Is there an announcement? Because I haven't seen anything about that. Like, I am aware of the New Game Plus patch, about the Horde mod patch, but I haven't heard any news of anything about a new game in the making, and if it is a Dead Island 3, oh yeah, oh yeah.
And now it is. You have made it so. Through suspicion and intrigue.
But I mean, you know, like, so some of the tech artists from Dambuster actually know the channel, they know the videos, so if they use at least some of the knowledge in whatever Gore-wise, in whatever game they'll be making next, yeah, I guess it's gonna be quite nice. Because the Island 2 was seriously impressive. Very, very good stuff. Absolutely exceptional and king of by the damage effects. Aha, yeah, so we're back to aliens, as it seems. Can I shoot him perhaps? No. Not get a cool shooting finisher for this. As it seems. So we do have... We did have some... Day of dismemberment. Well, if that is true, you're not supposed to be disclosing any of it. But yeah, I mean, you know what, we'll see, whatever they make, yeah, like...
One less rabbit.
I'm definitely curious. I'm not sure if they're the Homefront guys, but if they make something like Homefront, because the idea itself sounds good, yeah? So if they make something like Homefront, but it's gonna be Gore, sweet.
Spores collapse the bridge. There's no way through. I may have an alternate route. Proceed. Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
Let's see what they get. Mangled. I think it just got ragdolled. Hey Polly, personally not a big fan, but does have some very cool features going for it. I do absolutely dig the executions. As we have one right now, yeah, those are seriously nice in my opinion. And perhaps I think the biggest drawback here is the lack of a proper aftermath. So yeah, so my favorite thing about it is the executions, and particularly with the boss fights. So you're still fighting a big, unresponsive bullet sponge. It isn't very fun, it's just repetitive bashing of a large, unresponsive character. Supposedly so-called epic, but the finisher on those boss fights, man, those are nice. Those are seriously nice. Yeah, so as I was saying it several times in the stream, basically I think in a horde game, aftermath should be focus. And here's the thing, like in some of the levels you actually do have pre-made aftermath, so they kind of know. So devs kind of know it's important, but for whatever reason in the actual gameplay you have just none of it. It can get somewhat enhanced by a mod, as I've covered earlier today, but
Special tactics ready.
but perhaps I'll have clearer vanishing of the bloodstain here. Ah, damn it.
Take my sight.
Alright, as to NLP's question, what could have devs done better, so as I mentioned 100 times in the stream, a focus on aftermath, like in a game like this, it has to be a focus, just has to be a focus. And, you know, like perhaps more consistent spinning, so right now you won't have a stain for every hit, I think there should be. One for absolutely every hit. And the end, having the environments get messed up, you know, like you come to a clean place. Alright, yeah, so here we have the face ripping execution. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, it could even be the thumbnail for the review itself. So yeah, so as I was saying, the biggest thing, the biggest drawback in this game for me, in my opinion, is the lack of proper aftermath. Really, can't emphasize that enough. Now repeat it another 100 more times until this bloody level ends. So I think it is like the main thing that you should have done. More consistent spilling and mess on the aftermath. Alright, as to Poli's question, I haven't watched A Violent Nature.
The door is inoperative. Is there an alternate route? Yes, but it would add considerable time. Then we must find the power and restore it.
Alright, so let's see, this area is pretty clean, it's probably gonna get messed up. I'll probably have incoming hordes any moment now, so
We have power.
Okay, so as I was saying, you know, you have pre-made aftermaths. The devs know this stuff is important, this important, this important. But you don't have it in the main game. And here's, by the way, a very small example. There are levels where you have just really messed up environments, and it's all pre-made. Alright, so here's the thing, I actually think that if you design from the get-go, after also, for example, characters freeze in place, like after they fall, they freeze. Let's say if grenade lands, it explodes them. There are tricks around to make it happen. It's possible, damn it. But yeah, but it has to be designed from the get-go, or for the very least, as you were saying, as I'm saying many times here on the channel, should have been configurable. And I think watches all get cleaned if there's gonna be a loading thing, but yeah. I do appreciate the permanent blood on armor mod. It's quite cool. They're always busy at me, not very much at the bot enemies. The bot friendlies, I mean. Could use some nades. Nades anywhere? Do we have nades anywhere? A little bit of health saved up. Alright. Then once again using his own body to mangle him, to finish him. Yeah, just a very, very cool thing. So I do very much like the finishers here, absolutely. My favorite Gore film, basically Robocop is my favorite movie, and it's quite gory, so but favorite movie for Gore? Maybe Saw? The Saw series? I think pretty much 1 to 7 were quite good. Every single one in my opinion. Then the follow-ups, yeah, not great in my opinion. But yeah, but 1 to 7 you can't go wrong. I can't find the nades anywhere for whatever reason.
End of the hall. Gadriel, you're not thinking straight. I can say the same of you. Damn it, you are an ultramarine. Now act like one.
As I was saying, it isn't for everyone, and not for me, to be honest. Like, I will cover it for the channel, but that is about it.
They never learn. Changing magazine. Well fought, guardsman. Form a defensive line at that breach. Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
Oh yeah, so games are awesome, yeah. Even the first one is a fun nostalgia trip. But I recall there were some mods to enhance it perhaps a little bit. I think there was something. So I'm supposed to reach it. I can't climb it. Ah, yeah, I have this. Right. Gotcha, yeah. Got the jetpack.
Space Marines. Return as a broken through. I'll make it time.
But is he like hanging by the tent? Oh yeah, so he's... Oh yeah, so I do have... So I killed him and I have myself a trophy. Nice. Nice. And a very nice "this is Sparta" moment. That was kinda cool.
Signals being jammed.
I'm gonna be saving this as well.
Suspected. Thalasser report. The vile Xenos slicks. Thalasser, you cut out. Repeat. Thalasser! So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved. No going back now. Engaging front. Got you.
So as I was saying quite a few times on this stream, the finishers are indeed, in my opinion, quite nice. Yeah, and as you can see, the non-dismembering by the damage is basically just a red overlay. You could see like he had his original character colored first, but then he just got red. So yeah, that is what we have by the damage wise in this game. Okay, dismemberment, really have no beef with that. But that is about it.
Jump packs are struggling with all this dust. Jump pack found with dust. We must proceed on foot. The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed. Lieutenant, what are your orders? We fight. At last. Ultramar! Come on, Talassa.
Like, I mean, you know, like, even with default spinning, if you had all of this stay, the experience would have been just much nicer. If you just had, like, every single body, every single stay in stay, and you would see all of it get just absolutely painted, it would make a huge bloody difference. Where the hell are the nades? Yeah, so I think we have a boss fight to finish this level, I suppose. Oh yes, so pick it up again, perhaps? Didn't work. If I could just like get him to drop, it would be so nice. But the game probably won't make a boss fight end this easily, but maybe if I can lure him to some explosive barrels, perhaps I can speed up the course of this fight. I can't even rage heal myself at the moment. Oh yeah. Don't need more of those ranged ones quickly. Come on.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
Alright, so we should have a glorious boss fight finisher soon. Yeah, so, come on. Yes, so we do have a glorious boss fight finisher. Oh yeah. So, as I was saying earlier in the stream, boss fights are still just bashing repeatedly an unresponsive bullet sponge, but oh, what the hell? Another one? You gotta be kidding me. What the fuck? Another one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Guys, this ain't fun. Like, the finishers are cool, but shooting this. Alright, so yeah. Nice bait, and I took it. Yeah, so I think.
The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
So as I was saying, there is some sense of an aftermath.
Excellent work, brother.
I'm not sure, are those pre-made, not pre-made? It looks like more than I had usually. We almost took pre-made. Not sure actually.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates. Let's go. Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds. I need no commendation.
Also, I think the mission may be done, it seems, by their chatter. Unless we get surprised by a boss fight now. In an elevator. We'll see.
I will pass your request to the captain.
Yeah, I think the mission is pretty much done. It's not? Is it still the mission? Am I at the base? Anyway, yeah, I will call it tonight. So, in conclusion, body damage wise, you know, you have dismemberment, it's basically okay, not wow. But yeah, you do have dismemberment, deactivation, not bad. Deliver some decent response. Blood speeding wise, yeah, we do have some issues. You won't be seeing blood stains whenever you hit, but I have seen some puddles below severed body parts, which was kind of strange. But yeah, but the biggest drawback, in my opinion, is of course the very lacking aftermath. It can be improved by more corpse mod, which I have been playing with in this stream, which I have covered earlier today in a video. But other than that, yeah, like, it doesn't even let all of them stay and the blood will still vanish, which is an issue. But I think the best thing it has going for it is the finishers. The finishers are very nice. Particularly the ones for the boss fights, you know. They almost make up for fighting a large spongy character. Not entirely, because the fight is still annoying, you still have to just repeatedly bash, shoot, hope he goes around a explosive barrel to make it a little bit faster. But the finisher in the end almost makes up for it, because those are satisfying and the ones for the regular enemies are satisfying, for the larger ones as well, and yeah, that is what we have. So basically, if Gore is your only interest, as it would have been for me, I can't recommend it, but if you are a fan of Warhammer and it is your kind of gameplay, you're probably gonna be enjoying it. So, I'll see you all next week. There have been a whole bunch of cool new releases I want to check out, in both stream and video formats, so stay tuned, it's more videos and music will be coming your way, yeah. I do have some things in the making in that regard as well, and see you all next week.